Radhe Radhe, Dandavat Pranam. Welcome to Shri Shri Radha Gopinath Mandir, Gopinath Bhavan, Shri Vrindavan Dham. Srila Gurudev ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Rupanuga Gauriya Guru Varga ki jai, Patit Pavana Shri Nityananda Prabhu ki jai, Prem Purushottam Shachinandana Gaura Hari ki jai, Radha Vinod Bihari Ju ki jai, Radha Gopinath Ju ki jai, Giriraj Maharaj ki jai, Harinama Sankirtan ki jai, Hare Krishna Mahamantra ki jai, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Shri Gaura Premanande, Hari Hari Bo. Let me see if the sound is working. Okay. So we will begin with Mangalacharan. Mangalacharan is the auspicious invocation calling for the grace, the blessings, the mercy, the sidelong glances of our beloved Srila Gurudev, our beloved Srila Prabhupada, our Rupanuga Gauriya Guru Varga, Patit Pavan Shri Nityananda Prabhu, Prem Purushottam Shachinandana Gaura Hari, going all the way back to the original Guru who is Krishna himself, and his Guru of Prem, Vrishabhanandani Srimati Radha Thakurani. As Krishna states, and you can find it in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Radhikar Prema Guru Ami Shishyanata Sada Amanana Nritye Nachaya Udbhata. Radhika is my Guru of Prem, and I am simply her dancing pupil. She makes me dance various novel dances according to her tune. So you can find Mangalacharan on page 1 of this beautiful bhajan treasure trove, Sri Gaudiya Giti Gucha, starting with Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam. Radhe Radhe Puleshwari, Dandavat Pranam. One second, I think I'll bring the camera a little bit this way. And a little lower. Hare Krishna. Radhe Radhe Lakshmi Chaudhary, Hare Krishna. Mandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurung Vaishnavangscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tang Sajivam Sadvetam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitangscha Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Nama Om Vishnupadaya Radhikaya Priyatmane Shrimad Bhakti Vedanta Narayana Tinamine Shri Krishna Leela Katane Sudaksham Audarya Madhurya Gunaishcha Yuktam Varam Varinyam Purusham Mahantam Narayanam Tvang Shirashan Namami Tridandinam Bhakta Shiromanim Cha Shri Krishna Padabjidataika Hriddi Chaitanya Leelamrita Sarasaram Narayanam Tvang Satatam Prapadye Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nityanamine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Nama Om Vishnupadaya Gaura Presthaya Bhutale Shri Srimad Bhakti Pragyana Keshava Iti Namine Ati Martya Charitraya Swashrita Nanchapaline Jiva Dukhe Sadartaya Shri Nama Premadayine Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Siddhanta सरस्वती इति नामिने। श्रीवर्षभानवी देवी दयिताय कृपाब्धये कृष्णसम्बन्धविज्ञानदयिने प्रभवे नमः। माधुर्योज्ज्वलप्रेमाध्य श्रीरूपानुगभक्तिदा श्रीगौरकरुणाशक्ति विग्रहाय नमोऽस्तुते। नमस्ते गौरवाणी श्रीमूर्तये दिनतारिणे रूपानुगव्यरुद्धापसिद्धान्तध्वन्तहारिणे। नमो गौरकिशोराय साक्षाद्वैराग्यमूर्तये विप्रलम्भरसम्बोधे पदम्बुजायते नमः। नमो भक्तिविनोदाय सच्चिदानन्दनामिने गौरशक्तिस्वरूपाय रूपानुगव्वरायते। गौराविर्भावभूमेस्त्वं निर्दिष्टः सजनप्रिय वैष्णवः सर्वभौम श्री जगन्नाथाय ते नमः। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते। तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। जयतां सुरतोपङ्गोर्मम मन्दमतेर्गति मत्सर्वस्वपदाम्बोजो राधामदनमोहनो दिव्यद्वृन्दारण्यकल्पद्रुमद श्रीमद्रत्नागारसिंहासनस्थो श्री श्रीराधा श्रीलगोविन्ददेव प्रेष्ठालिभिः सेव्यमानो स्मरामि। श्रीमन्द्रसरसारं हि वंशीवत ततस्थितः कर्षन्वेणुस्वनैर्गोपीर्गोपीनाथ श्रियेस्तु नः। वृन्दाये तुलसीदेव्यै प्रियायै केशवस्य च कृष्णभक्तिप्रदे देवी सत्यवत्यै नमो नमः। पञ्चतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Now we will call out for the mercy of Shri Guru. I must put the tape on my finger so I can play drum. This is an ancient ritual. From back in the days, we would place duct tape on our hands so that we could continue playing drum. Nityananda left this for me when he was here in Vrindavan. Okay. Radhe Radhe. Gita Dasi, Savitri Chaprala, Champak, Jagat Mohini, and Shyam, and all the rest of you. And of course, Rukmini, Disha, and Manorama. Radhe Radhe. Right? Shri Guru Charana Kamala Bhajaman by Srila Gurudev, page 359 in our Sri Gaudiya Giti Gucha. How do you say 359 in Hindi? Unsat. Really? Sat. 359. Gita, duct tape rips without having to use your teeth. It's a special kind of tape. Yes, there was a whole thing about moochiness with the mouth. 359. Shri Guru Charana Kamala Bhajaman. Shri Guru Charana Kamala Bhajaman. Guru Charana Kamala Bhajaman. Charana Kamala Bhajaman. Guru Charana Kamala Bhajaman. Charana Kamala Bhajaman. Shri Guru Charana Kamala Bhajaman. Shri Guru Charana Kamala Bhajaman. Guru Kripa Vina Nahi koi sadhana bal. Guru Kripa Vina Nahi koi sadhana bal. Bhajamano bhaja anukshan. Bhajamano bhaja anukshan. Shri Guru Charana Kamala Bhajaman. Shri Guru Charana Kamala Bhajaman. Milta nahi ऐसा दुर्लभ भजनामा. मिलता नहीं ऐसा दुर्लभ भजनामा. ब्रह्मत हूँ 14 भुवन. ब्रह्मत हूँ 14 भुवन. किसी को मिलते हैं अहो भाग्यों से. किसी को मिलते हैं अहो भाग्यों से. हरि भक्तों के दर्शन. हरि भक्तों के दर्शन. Shri Guru Charana Kamalo Bhajaman. Shri Guru Charana Kamala Bhajaman. Krishna Kripa ki Anandamurati. Krishna Kripa ki Anandamurati. Dinajjano Karuna Nidan. Dinajjano Karuna Nidan. Bhakti Bhava Prem Dina Prakashato. Bhakti Bhava Prem Dina Prakashato. Shri Guru Patita Pavan. Shri Guru Patita Pavan. Shri Guru Charana Kamala Bhajaman. Shri Guru Charana Kamala Bhajaman. Shruti Smriti ইতিহাস পুরাণন্য মাহি শ্রুতি স্মৃতি ইতিহাস পুরাণন্য মাহি তিনো স্পষ্ট প্রমাণ তিনো স্পষ্ট প্রমাণ তন মন জীবন গুরুপদে অর্পণ তন মন তন মন জীবন গুরুপদে অর্পণ তন মন জীবন গুরুপদে অর্পণ সদা হরি নাম রতন সদা হরি নাম রতন ও গুরু চরণ কমল ভজমন গুরু চরণ কমল ভজমন এ গুরু চরণ কমল ভজমন গুরু চরণ কমল ভজমন শ্রী গুরু চরণ কমল ভজমন শ্রী গুরু চরণ কমল ভজমন গুরুদেব জয় গুরুদেব গুরুদেব জয় গুরুদেব জয় গুরুদেব জয় গুরুদেব গুরুদেব জয় গুরুদেব জয় প্রভুপাদ জয় প্রভুপাদ প্রভুপাদ জয় প্রভুপাদ জয় প্রভুপাদ জয় ও গুরু পরম্পরা গুরু পরম্পরা পরম্পরা গুরু পরম্পরা গুরু পরম্পরা গুরু পরম্পরা পরম্পরা গুরু পরম্পরা श्रील गुरुदेव की जय श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय रूपानुग गौरी गुरुवर्ग की जय श्री गुरु परंपरा की जय Radhe Radhe Dandava Pranam to all of you present physically here and also on the virtual sphere. Okay. Now we will call out for the mercy of the Vaishnavas. He baro kuruna koro Vaishnava Goshai. Where did it go? Page 44 by Srila Narottam Das Thakur. 44. 44. Italian is much easier than Hindi. Because Hindi doesn't have like a 59. It just has a different name. It doesn't say pachas nod. It has like the one before the 60. Yeah, never bothered to learn the numbers. I know like 100, 150, and even that's not 150. No, I learned a little French in school first. That was my second language. Then a little Spanish, but Italian is much easier for me. Okay. Ebaro Krunakoro Vaishnava Goshai. Ebaro Karuna Koro Vaishnava Goshai. Ebaro Karuna Koro Vaishnava Goshai. Patita Pavano Toma Bine Ke Honai. पतित पावनो तुमा बिने के होना काहारो निकटे गेले पाप दूरे যায় काहारो निकटे गेले पाप दूरे যায় এমন দয়ালো প্রভু কে বা কোটা পায় গঙ্গার রস হইলে পশ্চাতে পাবন গঙ্গার রস হইলে পশ্চাতে পাবন দর্শনে পবিত্র করো এ তোমার গুণ দর্শনে পবিত্র করো এ তোমার গুণ হরি স্থানে अपराधे तारे हरि नाम हरि स्थाने अपराधे तारे हरि तुमा स्थाने अपराधे नहीं कोई राम तुमा स्थाने अपराधे नहीं कोई राम তোমার হৃদয়ে সদা গোবিন্দ বিশ্রাম তোমার হৃদয়ে সদা গোবিন্দ বিশ্রাম গোবিন্দ কোহেন মম বৈষ্ণব পরাণ গোবিন্দ কোহেন মম বৈষ্ণব পরাণ প্রতি জন্মে করি আশা চরণের ধূলি প্রতি জন্মে করি আশা চরণের ধূলি নরোত্তমে করো দয়া আপনার বলি নরোত্তমে করো দয়া আপনার এবার করুণা করো বৈষ্ণব গোসাই এবার করুণা করো বৈষ্ণব গোসাই পতিত পাবন তোমা বিনে কে হোনা পতিত পাবন তোমা বিনে কে হোনা জয় বৈষ্ণব গোসাই বৈষ্ণব গোসাই वैष्णव गोसाई जय वैष्णव गोसाई जय वैष्णव गोसाई वैष्णव गोसाई वैष्णव गोसाई जय वैष्णव गोसाई प्रभु कृपा करो मोरे दया करो कृपा करो मोरे दया करो प्रभु कृपा करो मोरे दया करो All Vaishnava Thakurs ki jai. Oh, Tunga Vidya Didi, before I forget, this one is offered, the other one is not yet. They are salty. Straight from Holland. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, special, salted. Wow, the fumes. Is it closed now? Yeah. Okay. the fumes that came out of there. That's why I started sneezing. Wow, it was so strong. Now we will call for the mercy of Sri Nityananda Prabhu. Kamalakanta Prabhu ki jai. Hare Krishna. Jai Jai Nityananda, Rohini Kumar, page 64 by Vrindavan Das Thakur. No, Gita, it is salted licorice, the vegan kind. She's like, cheese? Yes, Krishna Premavati, that was salted licorice from Holland. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Jayo Jayo Nityananda Rohini Kumar Jayo Jayo Nityananda Patita udharo lagi dubahu pasar Patita udharo lagi dubahu pasar Gada gada madhura madhura yadho bola Gada gada madhura madhura yadho bola Jare dekhe tare preme dhori deya kola Jare dekhe tare preme dhori deya kola Dagamaga lochana ghuraye nirantara Dagamaga lochana ghuraye nirantara Sonaro kamale jeno niraye brahmara Sonaro kamale jeno niraye brahmara Doyaro Thakur nitai Paro dukho jane Doyaro Thakur nitai Paro dukho jane Hari namer mala gathi Nilo jaga jane Hari namer mala gathi Nilo jaga jane Papi pashandi jato Korilo dalana Papi pashandi jato Korilo dalana Dino hino jane koila Prema vittarana Dino hino jane koila Prema vittarana আহারে গৌরাঙ্গ বলি করে ভূমি তলে, আহারে গৌরাঙ্গ বলি পদে ভূমি তলে। শরীর ভিজিল নিতার নয়নের জলে, শরীর ভিজিল নিতার নয়নের জলে। বৃন্দাবন দাস মনে এ বিচারিল, বৃন্দাবন দাস মনে এ বিচারিল। ধরণী উপরে কিবা সুমেরু পরিল, ধরণী উপরে কিবা সুমেরু পরিল। জয় জয় নিত্যানন্দ রোহিণী কুমার, জয় জয় নিত্যানন্দ রোহিণী কুমার। পতিত উদ্ধার লাগি দুবাহু পসার, পতিত উদ্ধার লাগি দুবাহু পসার। জয় নিত্যানন্দ রাম নিত্যানন্দ রাম, নিত্যানন্দ রাম জয় নিত্যানন্দ রাম জয় নিত্যানন্দ রাম, নিত্যানন্দ রাম জয় নিত্যানন্দ রাম, নিত্যানন্দ রাম, নিত্যানন্দ রাম জয় নিত্যানন্দ রাম জয় নিত্যানন্দ রাম, নিত্যানন্দ রাম। निताय हे गौर हे, निताय हे गौर हे, निताय हे गौर हे, निताय हे गौर हे। पतित पावन श्री नित्यानंद प्रभु की जय। प्रेम पुरुषोत्तम श्री सच्चिनंदन गौर हरि की जय। Jadi Gauranga Nahito, calling out for the mercy of Sachinandan Gaurahari by Srila Narahari Sarkar, page 68. Jadi Gauranga Nahito. If Sri Gauranga had not appeared, then what would have become of us? How would we have survived? Who could have taught the world about the glories of Srimati Radharani and the topmost limit of Prema Ras? যদি গৌরাঙ্গ নহিত তবে কি হইত, কেমনে ধরিত দে। যদি গৌরাঙ্গ নহিত তবে কি হইত, কেমনে ধরিত দে। রাধার মহিমা প্রেম রস সীমা, রাধার মহিমা প্রেম রস সীমা, জগতে জানা তোকে, ও জগতে জানা তোকে। মধুর বৃন্দা বিপিন মাধুরী, প্রবেশ চাতুরী সার। মধুর বৃন্দা বিপিন মাধুরী, প্রবেশ চাতুরী সার। বরজ যুবতী ভাবের ভকতি, বরজ যুবতী ভাবের ভকতি শক্তি হই তো শক্তি হই তো গাও পুন পুন গৌরাঙ্গের গুণ সরল হইয়া মন গাও পুন পুন গৌরাঙ্গের গুণ সরল হইয়া মন এ ভব সাগরে এমন দয়াল এ ভব সাগরে এমন দয়াল না দেখি যে কজন না দেখি যে গৌরাঙ্গ বলিয়া নগেনু গলিয়া কেমনে ধরিনু দে গৌরাঙ্গ বলিয়া নগেনু গলিয়া কেমনে ধরিনু দে অনর হরিহিয়া পাশানো দিয়া নর হরিহিয়া পাশানো দিয়া কেমনে গরিয়াছে কেমনে গরিয়াছে যদি গৌরাঙ্গ নহিত তবে কি হইত কেমনে ধরিত দে যদি গৌরাঙ্গ নহিত তবে কি হইত কেমনে ধরিত দে রাধার মহিমা প্রেমর সীমা রাধার মহিমা প্রেমর সীমা জগতে জানত কে জগতে জানত কে জগতে জানত কে জগতে জানত কে জয় সচিনন্দন জয় গৌর হরি সচিনন্দন জয় গৌর হরি জয় সচিনন্দন জয় গৌর হরি গৌর হে গৌর হে গৌর হে গৌর হে গৌর হে प्रेम पुरुषोत्तम श्री सचिनंदन गौर हरि की जय. Now we will call for the mercy of Shri Shri Radha Krishna. Page 154. Jai Jai Radhe Krishna Govinda. But I will sing it the way I learnt it from Krishna Das Prabhu. Jai Jai Radhe Govinda, Shri Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Radhe. Jai Jai Radhe Govinda, Shri Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Radhe. O Radhe Govinda, Shri Radhe Govinda, Radhe Govinda, Radhe. O Radhe Govinda, Shri রাধে গোবিন্দ রাধে গোবিন্দ রাধে জয় জয় শ্যাম সুন্দর মদন মোহন বৃন্দাবন চন্দ্র জয় জয় শ্যাম সুন্দর মদন মোহন বৃন্দাবন চন্দ্র জয় জয় রাধারমণ রাস বিহারী শ্রী গোকুলানন্দ জয় জয় রাধারমণ রাস বিহারী শ্রী গোকুলানন্দ জয় জয় রাসেশ্বরী বিনোদিনী ভানুকুল চন্দ্র জয় জয় রাসেশ্বরী বিনোদিনী ভানুকুল চন্দ্র জয় জয় ললিতা বিশাখায়াদি যত সখী বৃন্দ জয় জয় ললিতা বিশাখায়াদি যত সখী বৃন্দ জয় জয় শ্রী রূপ মঞ্জরি রতি মঞ্জরি অনঙ্গ জয় জয় শ্রী রূপ মঞ্জরি রতি মঞ্জরি অনঙ্গ জয় পূর্ণমাসী যোগ মায়া জয় বীরা বৃন্দ জয় জয় পূর্ণমাসী যোগ মায়া জয় বীর বৃন্দ সবে মিলি করো কৃপা আমি অতি মন্দ সবে মিলি করো কৃপা আমি অতি মন্দ তোমরা কৃপা করি দেহ যুগল চরণারবিন্দ তোমরা কৃপা করি দেহ যুগল চরণারবিন্দ জয় জয় রাধে গোবিন্দ শ্রী রাধে গোবিন্দ রাধে গোবিন্দ রাধে জয় জয় রাধে গোবিন্দ শ্রী রাধে গোবিন্দ রাধে গোবিন্দ রাধে জয় জয় রাধে গোবিন্দ শ্রী রাধে গোবিন্দ রাধে গোবিন্দ রাধে জয় জয় রাধে গোবিন্দ শ্রী রাধে গোবিন্দ রাধে গোবিন্দ রাধে হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে হরে বলো হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে হরে ও হরে রাম 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 হরে হরে বলো হরে রাম 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 হরে 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Bolo Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Jai Gurudev, Gurudev, Gurudev. Jai Gurudev, 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 Gurudev. Jai Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Jai Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Gaura Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Srila Gurudev ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Rupanuga Gauriya Guru Varga ki jai, Shri Nityananda Prabhu ki jai, Sachinandana Gaura Hari ki jai, Radha Gopinaju ki jai, Giriraj Maharaj ki jai, Harinama Sankirtana ki jai, Hare Krishna Mahamantra ki jai, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Shri Gaura Premanande, Hari Hari. Radhe Radhe to all of the devotees present here and also all the devotees present online. Many are there. Krishna Premavati is there. Who else? Adikesha Prabhu, Poonam, Anna Flavia, Madhavananda, Gita Charuchandrika, Champak, Shashikala, Eli Krishna Jaya Singer Clark, Manorama. Radhe Radhe to all of you. Devaki and Punya and Panibhushan, Krishnamayi and Jamuna Bihari and Oscar Rojas and Bruce Izzy. Radhe Radhe, Dandava Pranam to all of you. Gurave Gaur Chandraya Radhikaya Tadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namah. अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपदाय राधिकाय प्रियात्मने श्रीश्रीमार्भक्तिवेदान्तनारायणेति नामिने। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनेति नामिने। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासरि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। मुखं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणम्। First of all, I offer my Dandavat Pranam thousands of times in the dust of the lotus feet of our beloved Srila Gurudev, Nitya Lila Pravishna Om Vishnupad, Ashtotarashata Shri Srimad Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj. In the same thousands of Dandavat Pranam, in the dust of the lotus feet of Nitya Lila Pravishna Om Vishnupad, Ashtotarashata Shri Srimad Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, and to all of our Rupanuga Gaudiya Guru Varga. And to all Vaishnavas, past, present, and future, including all of you who are physically present here and virtually present as well, I offer my Dandavat Pranam. So we are continuing with this beautiful treasure, Going Beyond Vaikuntha. This is a compilation of Harikatha lectures from our Srila Gurudev, Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, speaking on the beautiful teachings, the vision that Sri Sanatana Goswami Pad has, known as Sri Brihad Bhagavatamrita, which is full of all Siddhanta, also all Tattva, all Rasa, everything is present there. In fact, our Srila Prabhupada said that Sri Brihad Bhagavatamrita is the source of all, or the root of all of the literatures of our Goswamis. So from there you can understand how important and essential it is for us. And excuse me, there's a lot of fumes here. And if you have if you have seen or heard the teachings of our Srila Gurudev, Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, you would understand that a lot of the essential tattvas that he has given to us, that he has firmly fixed and established within our hearts, they are fully present within Sri Brihad Bhagavatamrita. And so if we want to know why his convictions are so strong, one, he's a Tattvadarshi. Means he already knows and sees and experiences the truth. He's an eternal servant of Sri Sri Radha and Krishna in Vrindavan. But, as well, he has firm conviction in the teachings of our Guru Varga, Sri Sanatana Goswami, and his realizations. Srila Jiva Goswami and his realizations, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur and his realizations, and especially the most current person that we are following in the dhara of, Srila Satchidananda Bhaktivinoda Thakur and his realizations. We have not seen, after the time of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, that many new books have been written. We've seen translations and commentaries, but not original books. So Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur is known as our seventh Goswami. And our Srila Gurudev's conviction in Srila Satchidananda Bhaktivinoda Thakur is intense and immense. He did not want anyone to deviate or depart from the teachings of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. These days, even so many persons who are claiming to be in the line of Bhaktivinoda Thakur dismiss so much of what he says as either allegory or just for beginners. But it's not necessarily the truth. Our Gurudev differed from that. Our Srila Prabhupada differed from that. Our Guru Varga have differed from that. And I challenge anyone to speak those words to Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada and see how he reacts to that. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada is the best servant of Srila Satchidananda Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Yesterday we celebrated his disappearance anniversary, but we should understand that Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, he's known as Sri Gaura Karuna Shakti Vigraha, the form of the Karuna Shakti, the mercy potency of Gaur. But he's the mercy also of Gaura Shakti Swarupaya Rupanugavarayate, which is Srila Satchidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur. He is the Shakti of Gaur, or not different from Gadadhar Pandit. So Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada for us is the mercy of that Gaura Shakti, who called him into this world for our benefit. So he is representing and exclusively manifesting in this world the teachings of Srila Satchidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur. So what our Srila Gurudev has given, of course, everything, every particle of his being is saturated in the teachings of Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur, but he's also reaching into the teachings of our previous acharyas through the darshan which he has been granted from his Gurudev and his current acharyas. So, as we heard yesterday, who is it? Sadbhuj Prabhu, he was telling what our Gurudev had mentioned to some of the disciples of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada. There was a meeting and they had come up with some conclusion, and our Gurudev, Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, though being junior to them, could not tolerate Apasiddhanta. Neither could Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada. He is famous for being unable to tolerate Apasiddhanta. So Apasiddhanta Dvanta Harine. He would always go against it. And if it was against Siddhanta, even if it was coming from someone who was senior or someone more respectable or whatever, he would not let it sit. Because what happens if everyone just accepts when Apasiddhanta is being spoken, it starts to seep in and go in. Srila Gurudev told us this many, many years ago. We wanted to record the lectures of the devotee we were traveling with, and we were selling them. And another famous devotee preacher of our Gurudev, they were selling tons and tons and tons of his lectures. And our Gurudev said, during the time of our Gurudev, we have never seen anything like this. That the disciple would be promoting themselves or selling their lectures. So immediately we stopped selling them. He said, because we are all in the hospital. There's only one doctor. Who's the doctor? That's Gurudev. And the rest of us are varying degrees of sickness. Sometimes the doctor can give those who are less sick some medicine or water and say, bring it to the more sick ones. This can happen. So Srila Gurudev said, if you hear, it might be that a conditioned soul is speaking and even trying to repeat, but they might get it wrong. And if you hear the wrong thing again and again and again, it will make an impression within us that is called a sanskar. And that sanskar or impression could be wrong. So what is our function as representative preachers on behalf of our Gurudev and Guru Varga? It is to the best of our ability to repeat and share what they have given, their moods, their teachings, their conceptions. Not to think that we understand better. It's all divine and transcendental. And to push whoever we can toward the pure devotees. Because if I myself am not saved, how can I save others? So my only function is to represent what I have heard, what I have learned, and to encourage anyone who might feel somewhat inspired to run toward the lotus feet of any pure Vaishnava. That's the only qualification I have. I asked Gurudev, I said, what benefit will others get by hearing my chanting and speaking about Krishna? My heart is still full of so many anarthas. So what benefit will others get? He said, some Shakti will be there because you are under guidance. And that under guidance, this is the most important thing. Gurudev knows that we're not qualified. Otherwise, we wouldn't need help. And yet he engages us in doing so many sevas. Speaking, repeat what I've told you before. One time, Srila Gurudev told Sudevi, you should tell this, there was a new girl who had come. You should tell her what we spoke in the morning class. And Sudevi said, Gurudev, everyone here came here to hear you speak. And Gurudev said, yes, I know. But sometimes the father likes to hear the baby say, goo goo gaga. So this is exactly our function. Our function is to try to please Gurudev by gugu gagaing what he has told us. And that in itself can be pleasing to Gurudev. He knows that we're not realized. He knows that we might not understand or realize that absolute truth, but what we have received, we can try to share with the intent of bringing people to Gurudev and those like him, those Vaishnavas. So coming to here, going beyond Vaikuntha, before entering into this transcendental literature, we will first pray in the dust of the lotus feet of our Gurudev, the commentator, and of Sri Sanatana Goswami Pad, the original writer of Sri Brihad Bhagavatamrita, that may even a particle of their moods, which are present within these pages, manifest itself within our hearts. Srila Gurudev ki jai, Sri Sanatana Goswami Pad ki jai. Hare Krishna, Ananga Priya Devi Dasi and Sudevi Devi Dasi. Radhe Radhe. So, the day before yesterday, we heard from Srila Gurudev here that the question was asked about sadhya and sadhana. And this is a very important question. Srila Gurudev said that if any disciple asks this question to Gurudev, what is my goal and what is the process to attain it? He said that Gurudev will be so pleased and happy because this is really the question. The questions related to bhakti and progress on the path of bhakti that one should ask Gurudev. So many come to Gurudev with material questions. Gurudev, I was thinking of working in a bakery, or maybe opening a bakery, but I was also thinking of opening a juice stand. So which one do you think I should do? He said, whatever you like. You've given him a choice of A or B, as you like. But the question was not asked, what should I do that will please you? The question was asked, what should I do that will benefit myself materially? So this is not a proper question. And I've seen Gurudev tell people, this is not a question. One young girl once ran up to Gurudev and said, Gurudev, how long is Srimati Radhika's braid? And Srila Gurudev said, that is not a question. He said, you should sit in our classes and you should see how Gurudev interacts with the senior Vaishnavas, what kind of questions they ask and how Gurudev responds. And gradually you will learn how to ask questions properly. The question was way beyond her adhikar. It was so far out of her, you could say, her qualification. And so Gurudev said that is not a question. It is not a proper question. And so what kind of questions we should ask? Those things related to bhakti. Gurudev doesn't want to hear about all kinds of the nonsense things that are going on unless we come to him and reveal our hearts that this is my situation and I need help. Not help to be happy in the material world. He said many times, sitting right here, don't come to me and ask me to give you poison. I cannot give it to you. If you want it, you can go to the market and purchase it yourself and take it. But don't ask me for it. I cannot and I will not give it to you. Devotees would come and ask Gurudev for blessings for all kinds of material things, material pursuits, that, my plan is to go after that young lady or this young man or these kind of things. And Gurudev said, don't ask me for these things. I cannot give it to you. So the function of Gurudev is not to fulfill our material desires. Yes?
I remember in Germany somebody asked me some esoteric question. And his answer was very simple. He said, first become a gentleman, we'll talk again.
So there was someone in Germany who was trying to ask Gurudev a very esoteric question. And Gurudev's answer was very simple. He said, first become a gentleman, and then we will talk again. So Gurudev could see the nature of his heart and what his intention is. So Gurudev didn't want us to disturb him with all kinds of material things. But if anyone had any question related to his Gurudev, or any question related to bhakti or Krishna, then he became very excited. For many years, when we would walk into Gurudev's room, he would bring up something that was plaguing our hearts. He would bring up an old name, and he would make a face, and he would wait for our response. And it was up in the room here. We walked in the room, and Gurudev brought the name out and opened. And at that time, Sudevi just changed the subject. She's like, I'm not going to waste any more of my precious time with Gurudev on this subject. It's already water under the bridge. And immediately she asked Gurudev about Param Gurudev. And his eyebrow lifted, his eyes became bright, and then he started speaking about his Gurudev. These are the things that makes him happy, that we should ask about bhakti. So here, Srila Gurudev said that when Mahaprabhu was in East Bengal, Tapan Mishra asked him, what is our sadhya and sadhana? We should understand that there is no meaning to the word sadhana without the word sadhya. Sadhya means goal, and sadhana is the practice by which one attains to a particular goal. If we do not have a particular goal, then what we are doing is not called sadhana. It might be exercise, it could be work, but it is not specific. Up in the room the other day when we were speaking, I mentioned near the end of our conversation that I went to university for 4 years. And I wasn't sure what I wanted to be. I took so many classes, I was thinking I was going to be a doctor or maybe a naturopath or an osteopath or a chiropractor, I don't know. And I didn't know. So I took all of the classes, tons of classes, and filler classes as well. I filled up my units, and after 4 years, I didn't graduate. I got no certificate or anything because I did not have a goal. There was no particular goal, only so many classes. So it was a lot of exercise, a lot of practice, a lot of tests, but actually in the end there was nothing to show for it. Krishna says that one whose mind is multi-pointed will never attain to any destination. So we have all seen how our Gurudev focused so much on this one aspect, one-pointed bhakti. This is the goal, our one-pointed goal. And what is the process to attain it? So our sadhana at this point, the point of our sadhana is to attain bhav. This sadhana bhakti's point is to attain bhav. And the point of bhav bhakti is to attain prem. So if the endeavors that we are making are not with the exclusive intent of attaining bhav, then they cannot be called sadhana in our path. It's not sadhana. So Gurudev would always say that when devotees meet, they shouldn't talk about all of the gossip of this material world, but they should ask, how is your sadhan bhajan? Gurudev would ask this question when he would meet us. Well, how is your sadhan bhajan? So a disciple will be thinking, until now I have been unable to ascertain what our sadhya, our goal is. Who should we worship and how should we perform that worship? What is our necessity? To whom will we go and how will we get to him? Who is my Ishtadev? On our own, do we know? Did we know? Is my Ishtadev Sri Ramchandra? Is my Ishtadev Narasimha Bhagavan? Is my Ishtadev Narayan in Vaikuntha? Is my Ishtadev Dwarkadish Krishna? Is my Ishtadev Krishna in Vrindavan as a Sakha? Or is my Ishtadev Krishna in Vrindavan as the dear Lala of Yashoda? Or is my Ishtadev Sakshat Manmata, the most charming beloved, more than millions of cupids, that Krishna? Who is my Ishtadev? Without direction given by someone who knows and sees the truth and can see the intrinsic nature of our own Atma, we will surely start speculating and run in all kinds of random directions, not knowing what our goal is. But the moment a goal is established, no more worry. You can make a straight line to that goal without wasting time like poor Gop Kumar had to do because he didn't know what his goal was. The whole point of the history is that he didn't know what his goal was. He had a mantra, but he didn't know. So he ended up going to so many different places, and it took him so long to attain his goal that Krishna himself said, "What took you so long? I came in so many different ways, and you were just going the other way. I even had to change the rules of my creation to get to you. What took you so long?" So the whole point of the Katha, which Sri Sanatana Goswami has given us, is to teach us, don't waste your time. You should know what your goal is, and you should know the process to attain the goal. And for that person who has this kind of conviction, Srimad Bhagavatam says they can run with their eyes closed. Run with their eyes closed. Have you seen those musicians going on parikrama around the backside over there? They have blind singer, blind harmonium player, blind dholak player, but they're so practiced in their art that even though they can't see, still they're able to play harmonium, play drum, and sing. And they sound pretty good. One can run with their eyes closed if they're holding on to the lotus feet of Sri Guru with a fixed goal and a fixed process to attain that goal. Therefore, from the very beginning of our spiritual practice, this is important, from the very beginning of our spiritual practice, we must know what is sadhana and what is sadhya. Which path should I take? And by traveling along this path, what will I attain? This knowledge is given only in real sampradaya. In some sampradayas, we don't even find it. Gop Kumar said to the Brahmana, so this is the Mathura Brahmin who came on the order of Shankar Mahadev, who told him to leave that area where Mayavad was prominent. Leave here immediately, don't stay here for even one more moment, go to Vrindavan immediately. So he came to Vrindavan and he heard Gop Kumar singing such a beautiful kirtan. Shri Krishna Gopal Hare Mukunda Govinda He Nanda Kishora Krishna Ha Shri Yashoda Taneya Prasida Shri Balavi Jivana Radhikesha. Gop Kumar immediately knew everything about this Brahmin. He knew what he was thinking, where he had been, why he came, and everything. It was already known to Gop Kumar. So this Brahmin immediately knew, this is my Guru. It was a knowing. Many persons had this kind of conviction upon first meeting Srila Gurudev. They met so many persons who were acting in the role of gurus, maybe even others who were bona fide gurus. But upon meeting Gurudev, it was like the heart connection, just... Please raise your hand if you had that kind of feeling, that kind of connection with Srila Gurudev. Yeah. Yes. Everyone here who has received initiation from Srila Gurudev had this kind of heart connection with Gurudev. It was a knowing. Hare Krishna. It was a knowing. He is my Gurudev. I found it interesting that I saw, before receiving initiation, 3 Uttam Mahabhagavat Vaishnavas on the same day. One of them was meant for me. And the others were an inspiration for me, but one was meant for me. The one who was meant for me was Srila Gurudev Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj. And the others who touched my heart but didn't exactly pull my submission were Srila Bhaktivedanta Vaman Maharaj, who was sitting in his room on his bed chanting. I offered pranam at the door and I saw him, but that was my interaction with him. And when we went back across the Ganga, we went to see Srila Bhakti Pramod Puri Maharaj. And I offered pranam to him. He asked why I was there. I told him that I came to hear him speak. And he started speaking something about sadhana bhakti. And I'm making the point because When I met Srila Gurudev, Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj, what came from my heart was this feeling that I can learn from you, I need to learn from you, I need to bring my friends to you, and I felt like a peanut at his feet. Like, I'm yours, and I need to learn from you. My knowing was there, and it was automatic. And it's not that I had disrespect for the others, I had respect for the others. How many years and how many gurus came to your house? 20 years. 20 years. And they were all pressuring. You should take initiation from me. No, you should take initiation from me. If you don't take initiation from me, I won't come and eat at your house anymore. If you don't take initiation, right? So many were pressuring. And they just held out. And were crying and praying to Srila Prabhupada, please, send us someone like you. When Srila Gurudev went to South Africa, it was instantaneous. They knew it. There he is. And he knew it. These are mine. Gurudev went and he picked his own flowers in so many different places. They are mine, and they knew he is mine. So this Madhya Bhav came very strong. It was automatic. It was a knowing from the heart. In the same way this Brahmin knew. Gop Kumar has understood my heart. He knows everything about me. He reads me like an open book, and he can help me. And so this Brahmin is immediately taking shelter of Gop Kumar without needing to mentally contemplate all of these things. He understands everything about me. So Gop Kumar said to the Brahmin, my dear friend, there is little time. I will tell you some things regarding this from my own experience. You already possess the mantra. Now Gop Kumar possessed the mantra, now he sees that this Brahmin possesses the mantra. So he recognizes there's some similarity there. Let me help this poor Brahmin. You already possess the mantra and you have already obtained the darshan of Mahadev and Parvati Devi. Gop Kumar also went through this process. It is possible in some circumstances that the mantra alone will give you everything. It is possible in some circumstances. That means it is very rare, but it is possible. But without remaining in the appropriate Vaishnava association, it is generally not possible to learn the answer to your question. So this is the most essential. Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Shastre Koi, Lava Matra Sadhu Sangha Sarva Siddhi Hoy. By associating with sadhus, even one moment of association with sadhus is capable of granting us perfection. But here Gurudev is saying if you do not stay in the appropriate Vaishnava association, that is Gop Kumar telling. What does appropriate mean? Sajatiya Ashai Snigdha Sangha. Sajatiya means who is like-minded, whose mood, whose aspiration, whose goal is like yours, who can give you help and shelter, and who is affectionately disposed toward you, who cares for you. These three things, that kind of person we can take shelter of. Rupa Goswami says, Tishtan Braje Tad Anuragi Jan Anugami. Residing in Braj under the guidance of an eternal associate of Krishna. What kind of associate? Well, that one who will nourish my Atma's own nature toward its perfection. Who can nourish my Atma's own nature toward its perfection? Someone who has that mood within them. Especially someone who is fully steeped in that mood, then they can recognize everything, my necessity, and bring me toward my perfection. This is their function. So this is the appropriate Vaishnava association. If we don't have that, then it is generally not possible to learn the answer to your question. Therefore, in very simple language, I will help you to understand what is sadhya and sadhana. I will tell you in sequence, one stage after the other. If I immediately tell you about Vraja Prem, the prem of the gopis, the prem of Radhika, or if I immediately tell you how Sri Krishna, Nandanandan, Natavara Shyam Sundar, Radha Kanta is alone our most worshipful deity, you will not understand. So there is appropriate sanskar and sukriti which is necessary to be able to understand these topics. Otherwise, we cannot. If I tell you first about the intimate pastimes of Sri Radha and Krishna, you will not understand. So I will explain. So I will explain the gradation involved. And according to your specific internal nature, you will catch a particular sentiment. Did you hear this? According to your specific internal nature, you will catch a particular sentiment. So Srila Gurudev, I remember it was probably the first class I ever heard of his when he came to America. We were in Seattle, Washington. And he was asking Shyamarani Didi to speak about or to bring up a couple of verses and quotes from our Srila Prabhupada. One was this verse in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Nitya Siddha Krishna Prema Sadhya Kabunoi Shravanari Shuddha Chitte Korye Udoy. That the Nitya Siddha Krishna Prem is already inherent within the heart. And Prabhupada writes there, it is nothing to be had from any outside source. That line that he has written there is not in the original Bangla. So many people say, hey, why is he making new stuff up? Because anyone who knows anything would understand, even from the basic aphorisms of Vedanta Sutra, that Swarupena Shabdat. It is already present within. So any scholar, anyone who is knowledgeable would understand, but for most of us, just coming into it, we wouldn't know. So he's adding this line there. And then Gurudev had Shyamarani Didi highlight another one, where Srila Prabhupada is saying about one specific sentiment that one already has eternally inherent within themselves. This here is almost exactly the same. According to your specific internal nature, you will catch a particular sentiment. So what is already within us, it is nothing to be had from any outside source. It is only awakened and nourished. Like a gardener or farmer awakens and nourishes a seed by proper care. This is a fundamental teaching of our Srila Gurudev that so many unfortunate disciples have neglected due to unfavorable association. Those who are preaching against or claiming that Gurudev didn't really know or that he didn't understand, they're jumping ahead of all of our Guru Varga, claiming to understand the teachings of Jiva Goswami or anyone else. But actually all of our acharyas, including Jiva Goswami, have given this conception. And our Gurudev was exquisitely and exclusively clear on this issue. Any one of Gurudev's disciples who did not catch this point is simply because they did not listen to him, because he said it so much. You know when they say about people speaking something so many times that until they're blue in the face? Gurudev spoke it that much. And if you listen to his Harikatha, you can listen to it on harikatha.com or online from, Gaudiya Rasamrit. In almost every single lecture, he's either directly mentioning it or hinting at it. Before I thought maybe it was 10%, then I started hearing more. And I kept telling Sudevi, save the lecture, save the lecture. And then it was 50%, 80%, 90% of these lectures. Gurudev is bringing this point up again and again and again and establishing it. And while he was present, no one challenged him on it. But those who are, afraid. After he left, then they decided to try to challenge and go against him. But while he was present, no one would speak anything. This was the conviction of his Gurudev, the conviction of his Guru Varga, the conviction of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, the conviction of Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur, the conviction of Srila Sanatana Goswami Pad, the conviction of Srila Rupa Goswami Pad, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, also Srila Jiva Goswami. He mentioned some things for himself, and he writes himself that I mentioned other things for other people. By the way, this is the opening verse and commentary of Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur on, Ujjvala Nilamani? He made a commentary. And the opening verse, opening commentary, this was his most prominent message, that Srila Jiva Goswami has given some things for others and some things for himself. So our Gurudev warned us that we have to understand Srila Jiva Goswami through the proper medium, and that is through the medium of those who understand him properly. In fact, it was Srimati Uma Didi who translated Srila Gurudev's Harikatha when that Sanskrit school was opened, based on the teachings of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, and based on the Harinam Amrita Vyakaran of Srila Jiva Goswami. Srila Gurudev, when it came his turn to speak, he spoke that I am so happy that finally a Sanskrit school is being opened in our line. He said, because all of the Sanskrit schools now, in Braj especially, are run by the Babajis, who are utilizing the Panini grammar. And he has so much Mayavad tendency. So they have misunderstood and misinterpreted the true teachings of Jiva Goswami and become offenders at his lotus feet. So much so that they will openly neglect and reject Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur. Srila Gurudev said this. And Srimati Umadidi translated what he was speaking. And so Gurudev was saying, I'm so happy that finally a Sanskrit school is being opened in our line with Srila Jiva Goswami's own teachings of how to understand the Sanskrit which he has given through Harinam Amrita Vyakaran. I started asking this question to all of those who are studying Sanskrit, but from the Panini side, even Gurudev's disciples, about the Swarup of the Jiva and the intrinsic nature of the Jiva. Is it inherent or is it given by Guru? And all of those who are Gurudev's disciples, who are studying Sanskrit but from the Panini source, almost every single one of them, they said, no, it's given. I'm like, but that's not what Gurudev preached. And they're like, no, it's not inherent, it's given. I was like, wow, interesting. Today I asked one devotee who is very simple, who is always serving Gurudev and doing so much seva, this same question. And he answered, it's inherent. And Gurudev only nurtures it by giving Harikatha and his association. I was very happy to hear him say that. So this is a very particular point that our Guru Varga are focusing on. And we are referred to as Sahajyas by other groups because of our conviction on this point. Interestingly, isn't it? So let it be, Our Srila Gurudev said that some are saying that our Swami Maharaj, our Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, our Srila Prabhupada, is only a servant of Mahavishnu. Some are saying this. He said, but I know better. I know who he is. So, whatever they're saying, they can make whatever claim they want. But I know who he is. So no matter what he is or where he is, I will follow him because I know who he is. And Gurudev's conviction was such that he is a true Rupanuga Vaishnava, serving just like his Gurudev, just like Bhaktivinoda Thakur, just like Sri Rupa Manjari, that he is serving just like them. This is Gurudev's conviction. Let me finish this purport, this sentence here. Wow. So I will explain the gradation involved, and according to your specific internal nature, you will catch a particular sentiment. So I'm going to just tell this one sentence to lead us into tomorrow. Then Gop Kumar began his own life story. I took birth in the home of a milkman at Govardhan. When I was a little grown up, my parents would send me to take the cows for grazing. Taking the cows out to graze, drinking milk and playing with my friends. It was the carefree life of a young cowherd boy. My friends and I were fearless. We could even fight without fear of being rebuked. The relationship between people there were real and intimate, and this is how I grew up. One day I saw a Brahmin and he was very merciful to me. He was always performing kirtan of the name of Bhagavan, and I saw that he was very renounced, never caring for anything of this world. I began to develop some faith in him. My mother would tell me to take him some milk, and I would go and deliver it to him. I told him that whenever he became hungry, he should tell us. While taking the cows out every day, I would go to see him, and slowly I came to love him. Eventually, I loved him with my whole heart and soul, so much that I forgot the affection of my mother and father and everyone else. This is the kind of relationship that happens when one meets a genuine guru like Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada or Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayan Goswami Maharaj. What happened to all of those young people who were so bound in their material families? They just gave up everything and they felt his love and they felt love for him. They left everything. The men left their hair. They left their homes, their families, their business, their jobs, whatever they had. Many left their boyfriends, their girlfriends, or whatever it was, and surrendered fully unto him. Why is that? They felt love from him and they gave their love to him. So much love that they forgot everything else. And they just served day and night. Day and night serving. And what kind of love did we feel from Gurudev? Just one glance and it was like, oh, you just melt. And how did he make us feel toward him? I mean, no one could maintain an apartment. He invited us all to come for Kartik and Navadvip. So everyone would go back to the West, they would work, somehow maintain their life, save up enough money, get a ticket, give up their apartment, come to Kartik, come to Navadvip Parikrama. It was how many years? From 1996 until 2010. Pretty much all of the devotees were homeless because they just wanted to be with him. If there was any festival near him, and they felt love and affection, they wanted to hear Harikatha. He pulled that naturally, so much love and affection. And this is the warning, we heard about it the other day. Bandhu sange jaditava ranga parihas. If you care anything about your attachments to your family, to your businesses, to your bank accounts, to your best friends, to everything that you hold dear in this material world, whatever you do, do not come to Vrindavan. Do not come to Keshi Ghat. Do not look upon the face of Govinda. And whatever you do, do not trust that sadhu wearing saffron, holding a Bhagavatam under his arm. He will cheat you from everything. And when that day comes where you are penniless and without anything else, he said, don't blame me. I have warned you. But this kind of giving up everything is not an artificial thing. This is due to vairagya. Vai means special and rag means attraction or attachment. When that special attraction, otherwise known as a higher taste, is so much more tasteful than all of the lower tastes that we've been accustomed to, automatically we will drop those lower tastes and run to that higher taste. So now it is time for Aarti. Srila Gurudev ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Sri Sanatana Goswami Pada ki jai, Gurupada Gauriya Guruvarga ki jai, Sri Gauranitai ki jai, Radha Gopinaju ki jai, Giriraj Maharaj ki jai, Harinam Sankirtan ki jai, Hare Krishna Mahamantra ki jai, Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, going beyond Vaikuntha ki jai, Sri Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bo. Bolo Nitai Gaurango, Nitai Gaurango. Bolo Nitai Gaurango, Nitai Gaurango. Nitai Gaurango, Nitai Gaurango. Jai Sachinandana.